A wonderful good morning to the beautiful listeners of Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM. We reach you live from the uphill in the capital city of the power state, Minna, Niger State. Today is Monday, the 8th day in the month of December, year 2025. Studio time check is 9:38 a.m. I am Usman Apaya, your presenter on your favorite morning show. The Badeggi Radio Link welcome you on board. Now, on the program today, our focus will be on national cohesion. And of course, to do justice to this discussion, we have in the studio one of our regular, resource person in the studio, Dr. Danladi Umar Abdulhamid. He's here with us. Good morning, and welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes. Now, this is one issue. National cohesion is a very, very important thing I want us to look at, and because of the challenges we're facing in the country today, the growing level of disunity in the country is becoming alarming, and of course, with campaign on Christian genocides being used as a yardstick to achieve this dangerous objective. Who are those behind this, and what, in your opinion, did they stand to gain in this dangerous trend?
In the name of God the Most High, I do believe in the righteousness of Adam through to Noah, Noah to Abraham, Abraham to Isa, even Maryam to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see, a lot of people make serious mistakes. Serious mistake, because in a country like Nigeria, where we practice secular system, both Muslims and Christians and even non-religious persons have equal right.
Of course.
So I wouldn't want a situation where people sit on the fence and use religion to divide this country. I have told you in this studio that we in Nigeria, we are more religious than America. We are more religious, we are more tolerant than Americans. Because Americans, they believe in weapons, we believe in prayers. And I want you to believe that everywhere you go in Nigeria, you find churches and mosques. And I told you, these churches and mosques are built for prayers. But in America, they build church and they sell them. They are for commercial purposes. Whenever you see an American in a place, his first priority is economy. What do we get out of this country? Some time ago, I saw the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. You saw how Trump was hugging him. He was hugging him because this young man went there for a business. And he wanted a large sum of money, and Americans welcomed him. You notice the journalists were even trying to ask him, but it was Trump who was blocking them and telling them that the man was innocent. So the issue of genocide, I don't think it's real. It's not true. It's not correct. Even in Nigeria here, there are some Christians who came out to tell the world that that thing is not true. It is political and it is economical. And it's not good to bring in the issue of religion when you are practicing democracy in a secular country like Nigeria. Yes, in America, they can go take it and go along with it. But in Nigeria, it's not possible. Think of, you're talking about genocide. If America should strike today, I don't think the weapons they are coming can identify a Muslim, can identify a pagan, can identify a Christian. So I believe this is nothing but political. Political because if you remember, during the campaign of the current administration, the song was Muslim ticket. That thing has gone down in the memory of a lot of Nigerians, including myself. I never liked it. I didn't like it because you don't need to blow it as if you are using religion to occupy position. Now tell me, Apaya, even when the administration came in, how many good things have they done to even the Islam itself? How many good things have they done? They only use that slogan for campaign to woo the Muslims, to convince particularly northern Nigeria, where we have large chunk of Muslim Islamic believers. And if you notice, chunk of the votes for the APC, the present administration, came from northern Nigeria. The same Malams, the same Imams who are preaching Muslim were the same Imams that were now crying that they have not seen anything. I told them, you don't bring in religion when you are campaigning, because when you become a leader in Nigeria, you are a leader for both the Muslims and the Christians. So I believe, like you were asking, what in my opinion do I think is their mission? Their mission is simple. They want to create more insecurity in Nigeria, that the Nigerian entity will be ungovernable. It cannot be. Look, when you bring issue of religion, it is a matter of life and death. There are people who can stake their life when you touch their religion. For example, Apaya, as an ordinary Muslim like myself, when somebody insults the prophet, your blood will move. It's natural. So I don't want them to use this platform to incite Nigerians to create problems. Those of us that were opportune to have witnessed war of the 1967, 68, 69, we were alive, we were all in school that time. We saw what it was. You understand? It's not something that people should pray for. Do you know, after the Civil War, if a tire of a vehicle had a puncture, pop, everybody will start running away because of the scare. So, they are using this platform, singing genocide, because they are not happy with the administration, so they want to bring in a religion so that people can stake their neck, stake their life, and at the end of the day, what next? So tell me, genocide. There is no genocide in this country, because if you look at the census, you will find out that many Muslims too were killed. And the irony here is, when you talk about banditry, the first tribe you bring is what? Tell me the Fulanis. Today, majority of Fulanis in the villages do not even have their cows, because they are also victims. So who is fooling who? So the idea of genocide, they shouldn't bring it here, because I don't think it is. And I don't think it is right for any Nigerian to sit down and think his religion is being sidelined. No, because our Nigerian constitution allows for freedom of religion. And let me tell you one thing, Apaya, that baffles me. Majority of people who are fighting religion, go and check their data. If you see a Muslim fundamentalist who is shouting this, is because he inherited the religion. If his grandfather were a Christian, he would have been a Christian. So we are all following this religion blindly. If you see a Christian, fundamentalist Christian, it's because his father was a pastor. If his father were a Muslim, he too would have been an imam. So majority of people are doing this thing myopically, because they don't look at the consequences, because of ignorance, because of selfishness, which will not help this country. So, be you a Christian, be you a Muslim, Nigeria is ours, and we must work together. We must put our hands together. Apaya, as I'm talking to you, I'm married from Christian home, and I know what it is. I'm married from Christian home. When I go home, I visit them during their Christmas. They give me a lot of meat. I eat. I eat my amala very well. And when it is time for Islam, mix Salah, her relations come to my house to celebrate Salah. I feel that is how it should be. Your religion is your religion. My religion is my religion. You respect yours, I respect mine. Apaya, in 1965, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the president. Ahmadu Bello Sardauna of Sokoto was a premier in northern Nigeria. There was a big problem that time. So they called for a meeting. And when they called for a meeting, because the dichotomy was becoming too glaring, was trying to create problem even before even the civil war, before the before the toppling of their government. They sat down around the table. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe asked Sardauna, we respect you a lot. And you are the person who even brought in the Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. He said, we have a big difference in Nigeria. How do we resolve it? Sardauna said, no. Our problems, our difference cannot be resolved, because You are a Christian, I'm a Muslim. You are an Igbo man, I'm a Hausa man. You are from the east, I'm from the north. What we need to do is to respect one another. Respect me as a northerner, I respect you as a southerner. Respect my religion and allow my belief to be my belief, I will respect your own. This was how these people lived together until the young military men who were hungry or hungry of power came in to destabilize the arrangement. So, Apaya, I am calling on Nigerians not to allow religious differences to boycott us. God has created, if God has desire to make the whole world Christians, you would have been a pastor by now. And if God has desire to make the whole country Muslim, maybe by now the pastor of the cathedral maybe would have been the imam of Central Mosque. So I don't want a situation where we allow religion to divide us. God has created religion so that we can understand ourselves, so that we can have variety of ways to worship Him. And then, I have always been saying this, religion is just like, look at transportation and look at the trend. Here we are in Minna. Maybe you want to go to Lagos. I want to go to Lagos. I have a jeep. I'm sure you don't have a jeep. Good. I can go by jeep. You go by public transport. Where are we meeting? We are all meeting in Lagos. If I choose to go by air, you go by road. We are meeting where? In Lagos. So it is a belief. What you believe, believe me, you should worship your God diligently. And God, like I said, whether you worship God, you don't worship God, you are on your own. Right? So I believe these people, all they want to do is to destabilize government, to disintegrate this nation instead of integrating it. But the truth about it, you bring in Americans, they topple the government. Do you know who is taking over next? You don't know. So let's pray for those who are in position now. By the time they succeed, we succeed. And by the time they create awareness, we continue to select good leaders. I have always told you here that the democracy, Sardauna of Sokoto, Sabaka Tafawa Balewa, and Nnamdi Azikiwe Awolowo, this was not their dream. But today they are no more. Therefore, we are going to get it right, I believe. Because with the crops of politicians coming up, going to school, educated, creating a lot of awareness. What is killing us today is lack of awareness. And by the time the radio start doing this, we say, oh, these people, they have started opposition. That is the only way they look at it. We are not opposing anybody. When God gives you position, there is nothing one can do. We only pray for you so that one day you leave so that you can also be there. Say amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Now you talk about Awolowo, the Sardaunas and the like, who actually, have differences, but, they try to tolerate each other. Now, if you look at it today, political leaders are expanding the scope of north-south dichotomy beyond the bound. They tends to be, regionalizing issues instead of, nationalizing them. Where is the national cohesion here?
You see, the way we are going in this country, I'm scared. I'm afraid. We really need to pray both in mosque and churches. And of course, if there are those people who are still doing Tsapi, you know Tsapi? Let them go ahead and do it. Why? Because the present leadership and the present arrangement in Nigeria is taking us 50 years behind. Look, we are talking about Nigeria as an indivisible nation. You remember one Gowon came. His name was reduced to acronym, Go On With One Nigeria. Even that was during the military. Go on with one Nigeria. But here we are today. The Yorubas, they have their own agenda. The Hausas in the north, they have their own agenda. The Igbos have their own. They are breaking this country and it's not helping us. Do you know that in many states up higher, thank God Niger say we don't have, they have their own state anthem? After the national anthem. Then they will start singing their state anthem. What kind of thing is that? You are creating a nation within a country? It doesn't work that way.
I saw these southwestern governors when they meet, I think in Lagos, they were singing
exactly
a Yoruba national anthem.
A Yoruba national anthem to show that their own southwest, they have their own block. Northern Nigerian governors will meet and start talking about the north. The south will meet and start talking about the south. There is need for integration. There is need for cohesion because we have one president. You understand? There is nothing you can do. His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Nigeria today. So whatever division you are making, you are only wasting your time. Now look at what is happening. In the southwest, they have what is called Amotekun. Amotekun is set up only to secure the southwest alone. So any other part can go to hell. That's the meaning now. Because Amotekun will never send their military or their force to help you in the north. It is restricted only to southwest. The south, they have their own. So the northern Nigeria, and that's why you see people have been crying, clamoring for state police. State police would have been nice, but my problem is it will be politicized. If they can politicize religion, talk less of state policing. So the fact is, we must sit down around the table and abide by the rules and regulations provided by the Nigerian Constitution. Those who put Nigerian Constitution in the place are not mad. They are people of proving integrity. People whose name were written in gold. People who knew the meaning of Nigeria and who are Nigerians. So, this document, it didn't come out of the blues. It's a very beautiful document that we are following. So, if we don't obey the constitution of this country, and you are bringing in religion to destabilize the country, Nigeria will be ungovernable. And when it is ungovernable, we go haywire. And when we go haywire, Nigeria will be disintegrated. And it will not be a good thing for us. We are said to be giant of Africa. So, we wouldn't allow people to mislead us, to misdirect us. When the governors go, instead of them talking about issue of security, they talk about FAC. Money coming to this state. Some governors are even beating their chest to say we have large chunk of money coming to us. We don't want to know that. Whatever is coming to the governors, let them put it, let it tally with the expectation of the people. You understand? So, Apaya, on this note, I am not happy. There is need for solid cohesion in this country. There is need for integration. There is need for respect for one another. And there is need for respect of people's opinion. Diversity, but to help this country move forward. Unless and until we do that, we are only deceiving ourselves. Now, you are living in your house. Maybe a Christian comes, he is hungry. Or a Yoruba man comes, he is hungry. Meaning you will not give him food? Why? If you have the food, give him. And when you go to the south, they have the food, they give you. I served in Edo State. Then it was called Bendel State. Do you know when I was leaving Bendel, I brought about 5 of their children. I got them school here in Federal Polytechnic Bida. Some of them are overseas today. We still communicate. That is the kind of Nigeria we want. Don't mind you. Your religion is your religion. Mine is mine. You are certain there is nothing you can do. Or the Yorubas, they never asked God to create them Yorubas. Right? I didn't ask God to create me in the north. Right? So, it is God's creation. And there is nothing you can do. Therefore, there is need for integration. That's why God has given us senses. We are not animals. Whatever you are doing, you have a judge within you. That's the conscience. Believe me, Apaya, if you do something good, you know it is good. If it is bad, the conscience will be pricking you. And it will not help us. So, Nigeria, there is need for cohesion. Nigeria, there is need for integration. Nigeria, there is need for respect for one another. Respect the Christian, they will respect you. Respect the Muslim, they will respect you. Allow them to practice their own religion, they will allow you to practice your own religion. So a Yoruba man, wherever you go in this country, you are at home. A Hausa, a Nupe man, wherever you go in this country, you are on your own. Apaya, this thing you wouldn't know until you go to the south. Do you know that somebody living in the south told me that as a Nupe man or as a northerner in Enugu, if you are applying for a plot of land, they will give you a plot of land, maybe it's okay, just for 30 years. Yes. They'll give it for 30 years or for 40 years. But here, we give them free of charge. That's how it should be. So there will be cohesion, there will be integration, there is need for intermarriages. Not a man coming to your house and say, no, I want to have a baby. I want to have and so what? Kai ka kan ka bahaushe ko kai ne kace yi ka banihi Allah ya ga dama yayi ka banihi ya ga dama yayi bayarabe iyamiri Igbo haka Allah ya so, and we are all living in this country. Barin ga maka wani abu yau in tabari Mu gaba ta kai mu ai. Gaba ta kai mu. Because in northern Nigeria we have a lot of resources. Our only problem is a lot of intruders creating problems, selfish leaders, greedy leaders, but we still don't pray. We want to remain as an entity, Nigeria as a nation. So help us God.
Amen. Thank you very much. Well, as much as we want to live as one indivisible entity, but again, this issue of dichotomy will not actually, it's there, and we have to deal with it. Now that you now have northern leaders, very quickly, I think we have just a minute or thereabout. We have northern leaders now coming, to gather money to deal with security. Very quickly, do you believe in that, measure?
See, issue of security is not announced. You don't need to tell us what you are using the money for. We have security votes, which are not even questionable. So they are coming together to say, to me, it's politicking and politicization of unity of this country. You don't have to tell us you are contributing what? No. It's only in politics that you announce what you are giving. If you are doing it between yourself and your God, we don't want to know how much you are collecting. You understand? I say most of them want our governors, where our leaders sit. Their main agenda for the meeting will be money, money, money. And as long as we don't reduce quest for money in our minds, believe me, there will be no progress. And no progress, there will be stagnation. And when there's stagnation, there's backwardness. And when we are backward, too bad. Allah, so okay.
I mean, well, very quickly, let's take it to, let's take a little breather so we could bring the news flash. And when we come back, we're going to have more questions and give the listeners opportunity to call in. We open our phone line. We are on Facebook right about now. You can follow us and drop your comments much later when we open the phone line and the page to which the comments. So let's give way for the news flash to come in. Stay and don't go anywhere, please.
Badeggi Radio. News.
Get the latest news in Nigeria and the world on Badeggi Radio. We give you the latest updates and keep you informed 10 a.m. every morning with News Flash. Keep up with what is happening on the globe with news at 12 noon and get more information with news at 5 p.m. Get all you need to know in one place.
News.
A very wonderful good morning to you and welcome to Badeggi Radio News Flash. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has advised federal universities to find sustainable funding options to tackle pressing infrastructure challenges. National Executive Council of the National Association of Government, General Medical and Dental Practitioners has called for urgent reforms to salvage Nigeria's struggling healthcare system. Finally, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has transited from an observer status to full membership in the International Council for Harmonization of Technical Requirements for Pharmaceuticals for Human Use, ICH. And that's the news flash. Thank you for listening, and do stay tuned by 12 noon for the full bulletin.
FM.
Well, listeners, you're welcome back to the favorite program, the Badeggi Radio Link. And this morning, our focus is on national cohesion. And we have in the studio Dr. Danladi Umar Abdulhamid, Tambarin Kagara, who is actually doing justice to us, why we are getting it wrong and what needed to be done so that we can have peace, unity, and a progressive Nigeria. Yes, we have one very important issue. We are discussing from general now to specific. I'm coming back to science, going to very specific. I want to ask, where is Abdul Malik Negenu, your party member? Have you actually given off as a sacrificial lamb to the former governor who it has been alleged order for his arrest and is still in castration? Where is Abdul Malik?
You see, let me, before I talk about Negenu, let me also remind you, when politicians go for campaign, they don't ask for a particular religion to vote for them. They ask for all religions. Yes. They don't ask for women or men only, or young or youth only. They ask for all. Therefore, whoever is in a position of responsibility must carry all along, because it is their votes. We are their employers of Mr. Governor. We are employers of the Speaker. We are employers of members, House of Assembly, National Assembly, even the President, because it is our vote that took them there. That just came to my mind. I said I should mention that. Then, issue of Abdul Malik Negenu. When I sat with that young man, if you have a close watch and a close look at that Negenu, you will see that he does not look stubborn. He's not stubborn. You even, except you get closer to him, you even begin to understand. He doesn't even know what's really happening. You understand? We cannot sacrifice him because he has the right to vote and be voted for. I want to appeal to Mr. Governor at this level to have large heart. You have the large heart to accommodate the good, the bad, and the ugly. After all, Negenu was never caught red-handed with a stone or with a pebble or with a stick or anything. No. The information has it that maybe he incited the public. If you look at how the Negenu is even talking, you'll be thinking he's not a serious-minded person. But when I want to be there, I realized that the young man was very popular. So people are beginning to think popularity of Negenu is the one securing Mr. Governor. And so I don't want us to believe what people are saying. So I'm appealing to Mr. Governor to look into the issue of Abdul Malik Negenu. One thing about politics, one day he will be with him. One day he will be with his camp. Huh? Where are the people that contested in our party? Many of the people that contested in our party, we have one popular guy from Agay, they call him Baga. Baga has joined Bago. And he has been given political appointment he gave his people. You know, there is Sokodeke, who was our gubernatorial candidate. He has left. He is now with APC. You understand? Many of them have left that way. So you never can tell. One day Negenu may also leave a party and join him. Though we are also praying that one day Bago will wake up and say, look, Konkoso is my man. We have been together at Konkoso. Let me go and let me pitch camp with NNPP. Oh my God, we give him automatic ticket. You understand? So it is politics. There is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. I don't want the situation where they're making the issue of Negenu as a permanent enemy. It's not good. Negenu is still growing. He's a young man. It's not good for him to languish.
What exactly is the issue around him? Why is he there? What took him to where he is now?
Like I told you, Negenu was never caught with a stone on his hand. He was never caught with a stick.
So why is he arrested?
Look,
what actually happened that they got him arrested?
I think what actually happened was that when Mr. Governor Farmer, our executive governor, Power Omar Bago, went to be there, I think he was waylaid, he was stoned in public, and naturally the security have to swing into action because he's our number one citizen. We would not want anybody to molest him. We would not want anybody to insult him. No matter what, he is our governor and he should be respected as such. So maybe the security men, in their own way of finding faults or finding who is responsible for what, maybe Negenu's name was mentioned, but Negenu was never caught red-handed. But what we are also saying, since the matter is in court, and I don't think this is criminal. It's not criminal. It's political. People who come out openly, have you not seen clips flying over? People insulting the president, insulting the governor. It doesn't change their status. The governor is still the governor. You are only hurting yourself the more. By the time Bago passes, you are only hurting yourself. Because you are not the only person that put him there. His public interest. So, I'm appealing to Farmer Umar Muhammad Bago, our executive governor, to temper justice with mercy. That man, his mother, publicly was crying, calling for help. So if a mother can reduce herself to cry for her son, that has going to show you that that boy is good. If you were a bad boy, I have seen a situation where parents are taking their children for punishment, for discipline. But Negenu, when you look at him, the humility around him, I don't think he will look like a suspect. So, Umar Bago, I'm sure he never saw him. I'm sure somebody must have mentioned him, and he wants security to do their job, but there's a limit to what we're doing, because this is politics. It's politics. Like I told you, Apaya, we are here discussing issues, conscientizing, you understand, elucidating some points for people to understand. There are people somewhere who will be saying, Tambari Ahara Kena, I opposition, I have opposition money, in opposition, Nagaraman Koma APC one Zehanani. Nobody will stop me. But it is my own desire, it's my own principle. I believe in the constitution. I believe in what NNPP is doing. And I believe in the leadership of Engineer Dr. Abu Musa Konkoso. That's why I'm there. Therefore, we are talking to people. We should get it right. These are some of the things. We should not base our findings on rumor. And I believe Nigerian security, they have the apparatus to squeeze that man to tell the truth within a week, not up to a week. Now this guy is languishing in cell, and I don't think it's a good thing to do. So we should allow the commoners to participate. We should allow for freedom of speech. We should allow for freedom of action. Where somebody has erred, where somebody has gone wrong, educate him. Some of these people are out of ignorance. Do you know that those people who threw Mr. Governor, some of them were even saying they came from neighboring villages, not even from Bida town. Because they were there, maybe because they know wherever the governor goes, you can watch a kudi. So they are also there. So Samora Bansu. So Sebe Wasaba. To Russian Wasawa, Mukumumuka Cheka Wasa, Umalehi de Mumukelehi, because I advise the governor in the media, he should stop throwing money. It's not good. Because the day money will throw you when you throw the money, and you are matching the money, the day money will match you. Allah's okay. So I am one of the advocates. Money is our national symbol. You don't bastardize it. You don't abuse it, because it will abuse you in return. So people came around Bida thinking that our governor was going to throw money. Maybe that day he did not throw the money, and their expectation was high, so they resulted into nonchalant attitude. But like I told you, if you look at Abdul Malik Negeno, he doesn't look it. He doesn't look, he is calm. And by the time he is talking to you, he will even bring God closer to you. You understand? So I'm appealing to Niger State government. I'm appealing to the security operatives to look into the issue of Negeno. Let them charge him to court. If he is found wanting, let them do whatever they want to do. But keeping him for too long, I don't think there is justice there.
Your narration will raise a lot of questions.
Yes.
You keep calling the former governor, appealing to him to release Negeno. So one will now ask, is it that we don't have institutions who deal with issues like this? We have court, we have the security agents. Why should the governor unilaterally, ask that Negeno should be kept because he has been alleged, to have one way or the other, not taking part as we've gotten the news, and as you so explained, in those who pelted stone at the convoy of the former governor. But why should him not be charged to court? Did you make attempt as a party to actually sue or go to approach the court so that you can secure his bail, because he has been kept more than necessary beyond what the constitution said?
Well, remember, I have set a committee. They want to see the police, and we also have a team of lawyers that on that matter. But we keep wondering, you see, why they keep mentioning our governor's name. He was a person that was assaulted. As a number one citizens, everybody wants to make governor happy. They want to see, they want to feel that the governor feel they are doing their work. So they want to squeeze this boy beyond the law. You understand? You see, it's within the purview of the lawyers. They are handling this matter. But we as laymen, we are appealing. We read Constitution. We know how long a person should be kept in police custody. We were told it's 24 hours. But this boy has spent more than 150 hours. So something is wrong somewhere, right? Governor should please temper justice with mercy. By the time governor say, look, it was me they assaulted, And that's why you're doing job. Kabasu. Do when the man wannan in ya je gaba, Allah ya isa mani. That's all. The case will be closed. I'm telling you, because I say all of them want to impress Mr. Governor. To say, okay, this is the person who... No, it's not true. That boy might not be the person who threw the governor. He might not even be the person who incited. But unless and until it is found otherwise, me, personally, my own assessment, with Neginu that I met, I don't think he can do that. So, ours is to make appeal. You know why? Because it is said an authority is always right. You remember the day they claimed they wanted to close Badeggi Radio? You know the statement went on the air? And before you know it, the whole world said Badeggi Radio was closed. You understand? Now, because when the governor speaks, it's the public speaking. When Mr. President speaks, it's the whole country speaking. You understand? So, people who are around the governor, people who are serving the governor, they want to impress the governor, they want to make governor happy at all cost. All they want to know is to come and say, oh, Your Excellency, we have discovered that yes, it was this boy who, but no facts to prove. Looking at, we are 5 million in Niger State, 5 million. So if one person can harass Mr. Governor, what if the 5 million come together to harass him? That means we cannot work? No, please, the governor should look at the issue of Neginu as something that can be can be overruled, look, just take over this matter, put it behind you, and continue with your job as a governor, because he has a lot of work to do. Do you know that sometimes Mr. Governor will even forget that boy is in the custody? He might even forget. It's the truth I'm saying. So all these things were saying, so it will go to the ears of Mr. Governor that this boy is still there and is still languishing and his mother is still crying and God is watching her and only God knows who is closer to him. So,
well, you talk about sometimes governor will not be unaware of that the boy is there and somebody will remember, just like what is happening here. Sometimes the governor will even forget that Badeggi Radio is there, not until when we say something that we believe is productive.
Then they will run to him.
They will not trust Mr. Governor Sumpara as agent. And before you know it, the governor wants.
And do you know the irony? Anything we say good about the governor, they will not tell him.
They will not tell him.
No.
I know of one media handler of the governor, one of the spokesperson of the governor, that always sees Badeggi Radio as enemy of the governor. And I'm going to say this thing because it has come to the open. When there was an order to close down the radio, this radio, it was that particular individual who wrote, and that is there because we have it in our archive. The whole media. Remember recently IPI?
Yes, I saw it.
Blacklisted Niger State governor.
I saw it.
They have exactly verbatim, quote and unquote, the statement made by the press secretary. Let me just mention it.
Yes.
And when he came to do rejoinder, they equally that one is equally in record. So why should always be you when it's come to show Badeggi Radio? And the last I checked, the radio have not actually done anything that's so inciting to the public. I mean, so inciting the public against the government. If there is proof record, even though we are still in court.
Do you know what? Let me tell you what you may not know. Many Nigerites today, many Nigerites are looking at Badeggi Radio as an enemy to the governor. I went to attend a program and we're building in the media team. I mentioned Badeggi. Before God and man, unconsciously, somebody within the committee, big person, say, okay, Badeggi the governor. I told him, no. Badeggi Radio is not fighting the governor. Naturally, remember, during the campaign, Badeggi Radio played a role.
Very big role. For
the governor to be there. So it is those sycophants who went in between Badeggi Radio and the governor. The governor is what you tell the governor. Now, I'm an advisor to the governor of Kano State. When I advise him about Kano people, he will believe what I'm telling him is right because it's a responsibility he has given me. But there are people who will go out of their way. Very
quickly, because of time, we will have. I think before we open phone line, let me ask you this question, very important. I learned that today your party, the NNPP, will be conducting
Congress.
state congress.
Yes.
What
Yeah, we are
what
conducting.
do we expect?
Good. We are conducting state congress. All we have decided to do is we are on a fast lane. We are helping the democracy of this country. We want Nigerians and Nigerians to believe that without Maggi, without Talia, without Zan and Roba, without peanuts, you understand? You can win election. We don't have the money, but we have integrity. So what we're going to do today is affirmation of our credible leaders, and those who are found wanting will be replaced. Because we have a target, and our target is what? To assist in the democratization process of Niger State as an entity and Nigeria by extension. Meaning, when you come there, you will never see 1 naira flying because we have no money to throw. We have no money to now. We have money to take care of our family, ourselves, look good, talk fine, not throwing money away because our party is not ready to deceive anybody. If we have, we have. If we don't have, we don't have. If you are looking for integrity, you are looking for credibility, we are there. If you are looking for money, we are not there. So what we are trying to do is now to form a team that will conscientize the public, give orientation to the public, let them understand the differences between democracy and money. Because you know, democracy and money is there. So we don't have the money. What we do is democracy. So we have contacted the security agencies. INEC is fully aware, and INEC is going to attend because that are the rules and regulations, and we are going to abide by it. So I want to assure you, we are coming up with a formidable, credible leaders whom you cannot use peanut to buy them over, because that's where we are making it wrong. People, you are in a position, they will hang money to you like this. Someone told me that if you are defecting to APC, there's a particular money you are given. I'm not sure of that because nobody has given me money. I have been asked to join APC. I say no. If I'm joining, it's not yet time. Not today and not tomorrow. Right? So we want to make sure that principles of democracy is being abided by in our party, and we want others to come and learn so that we can put hands together and move this country forward democratically.
Okay, let's open the phone line so that we can learn from the callers probably who the thing they will have to add. So please, when you call, you have just 1 minute because of time. 09138579001 is the number to call. Hello.
Good morning.
Good
the
morning.
best former Commissioner for Information Niger State has I ever had. Tambarin Kagara. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's not a fire.
Good morning.
I still remain Comrade Ahmed. I'm calling from 123 quarters.
Yes, you're
Somebody, once you are on air, I always listen to you with all things of attention because I always learn from you. You are not biased. You are straightforward, and then you always tell the truth.
Thank you.
Pertaining to issue of what is it called? This Negenu. I think Negenu has been long detained against the constitutional rule. So I think just the way Apaya said, please, we want to know the former governor. Have you forgotten about Negenu? The mother is crying. She's even ill. I learned that she's ill. Please, because of the sake of Allah, please release Negenu immediately. That's all what we are calling on the government. Thank you very much, sir. There's no time.
Thank you very much. 09138579001 is the number to call. You can post your comment on our Facebook page at Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM, where it shall be read here. And of course, if you are following us on our YouTube, you can follow us at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV, where you like and of course comment on the page.
Good morning, Mr. Usman Apaya.
Good morning, don't be.
Good morning, Tambarin Kagara. Kaci a nan, kaci a can kuma kana kan ki hayo a gobe. Allah ya kare mana kai. This is the video da la Tambarin Kagara.
Thank you.
I don't want you to join APC. I'm a card carry member of APC.
Good.
Full card carry member. Full, not even one that escaped at the APC now as I'm speaking to you. But I love the way you spoke. I love the way you arrange your conservation. And inshallah, we are praying for this present government right from the national to the state. You understand?
Yes.
But definitely, Gaskiya, in ka zo gidan rediyo har abinci ma ban iya ci inda ni mace ne da na ce mama na gida ɗaya hakuri na son ka na barka lafiya Allah
bari mata na ta ji ka
09038579001 is the number to call. Hello.
Tambari, the leader of Concosia ever said to the former governor that once you see this white cap are started fading away, your government has started having problems.
Yeah, he said so.
Have you not noticed one thing in Angel Street in particular, that the white cap has started fading away?
That's true.
Is it that people don't have money to wear it, or what is going on?
That's true. That's true.
Do you have answer to this question?
No. He's only making observation.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, MB Awal.
Tambarin Kagara, you're highly welcome back.
Thank you very much.
My mentor, I cherish you always.
Thank you.
I still remain MD Awal from Kwaku. Tambari, I just want to commend you honestly for your tireless effort bringing us up to speed whenever you've been invited to the studio.
Thank you.
I most appreciate you for all your comments.
Thank you very much.
Somebody, a lot is happening in this country. You can see a lot of governors defecting.
Yeah.
They are selfish interest.
Yeah.
And apart of that, you can see if they want to make Nigeria a single party, and we are not after party this summer, if Allah will spare our life. So a lot of people, they should continue defecting. We are less concerned about that because we are not on the same page with them. The government is on different page, and likewise even the masses are on different page. Look, can you calculate how many people being killed on a daily basis? The government of the day, what are they saying? What are they doing? A lot of life being lost. We take this issue of insecurity for granted, and it's consuming a lot of life on a daily basis. Nobody is saying anything. A lot of people are tired of this killing, kidnapping on a daily basis. Must this government spend 4 years before they overcome the insecurity in this country? It's very, very unfortunate that we're in a serious dimension, somebody. Please continue to speak the truth so that the government will listen where we're heading to in this country. May Allah continue to see us through.
Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's take some messages on the Facebook page. We have this one coming from Ismail Zakwe. He said, good morning, Apara, and your guest, Tambarin Kagara. He says, you gave good analogy of the dream of Nigeria that it was. And today, reverse is the case. But what has changed our norms and culture, tradition, love, care, and brotherhood, brotherness, and devoid of a sentiment of tribe, religion, regionalism, and become patriotic of national anthem? How did our conscience become more monetized? Trust and honesty only found in our worship centers, only not a complementary a conglomeration of our ways of life. So help us, God, as it is in our pledge. But can God help or answer prayers if our fear of a Trump supersedes the fear of Allah? Well, that is according to Ismail Zakwe. Again, Bala Umar Buba Muhammad said, good morning all. Thank you very much. Gideon Gani said, good morning everyone in the studio. My take this morning is on advice to religious leader. Most of this problem is from them because they use religion,
that's true,
to get into their followers hate. May God help us.
That's true.
Yes, Farouk Mali said Abdul. He actually, I say Abdul, that's just it. Well, let's take one more call and give you opportunity to act.
Good
morning, sir.
I welcome our guest in the stadium, Tambarin Kagara.
Thank you.
I appreciate your early comment that you commented in this stadium.
Thank you.
And that is why I can't allow people like this to come on here and speak to us so that you understand something that you didn't understand it before. Your comment in this position, you didn't show on your opposition party or ruling party. You give everybody their kudos.
Thank you.
And that is how man like you supposed to talk.
Thank you.
Anybody that is going good way, you go give her his own good way. Even anyone that is going in bad way can give her bad way. That is how man can talk one and other can make appreciate it and follow that what exactly comment that you are going to comment. So issue of they talk about this. I like the way you talk about this. Umar that maybe some people are concerned that if they are concerned, they arrest people, and at times maybe if they say the arrest person, or maybe don't forget, he even send people to arrest someone like that. As you talk that, and I like it. That's
well, thank you very much. Very quickly, let's take these two messages and we'll wrap it up. Good morning, Mr. Umar Abduljalil said, good morning, Apaya. Welcome to the studio, Tambarin Kagara. I'm also appealing to former governor to, as a leader and as a son to Negenus Moda as well, to release him immediately, please. Muhammad Umar Bukar said, good morning, Tambarin Kagara. Allah ya kara maka lafiya, sir.
Amen.
You are a reservoir of knowledge, sir. It's good bringing the Negenu issue. Please, Mr. Governor, please forgive him for Allah's 99 names. Dr. Tambari, where can I get this red cap?
I'll get it for him.
Nasara, Biiznillah. Doctor, thank you.
Let's go to Bahago Plaza. I have some caps for him. I'll give him.
Okay, I think you have 60 seconds to, make your submission.
Okay, thank you very much, Apaya. I have been always telling you in the studio that the worst democracy is better than the best military regime.
I promise going to ask you.
I have been saying this because that is representation. That's where you have freedom. In the military, you have no freedom. Obey before you complain.
But this freedom we've gotten, we are not.
No. We haven't gotten it right. Okay. There are some things wrong. That's why we come to studio every day to put things straight. Look, like I told you, if you want to be a good leader, not all politicians are good leaders. Until the day we're able to get good leaders and our politicians who will get it right. Many of them are there to make money. Many of them. You can imagine. We know why you are in the National Assembly or in the State Assembly, but many of them are more interested in constituency projects. What business do you have with projects? You don't have business. So I would want a situation where politicians do politics as it is, not politics of religion, politics of tribe, politics of rancor. I don't think that will lead us anywhere, right? Secondly, and very importantly, issue of religion. I mean, it's your own desire. Today, if you want to convert, nobody will stop you. You understand? So what you have chosen as your religion, hold it, worship alongside, and do you know one funny thing about religion? As humble as you are, if the Christian meet you, say, oh, Apaya, you behave like a Christian. And when you see a humble Christian, they say, oh, Muslimi, because religion in itself is sacred, is fear of God, humility, right? It's not meant for tormenting trouble, discrimination, nepotism, all things we should put behind us. I want Nigerians to be patient with democracy. We are going to get it right?
Yes.
Maybe it might not come during our time, but God knows we have done our bit. Look at, we have been talking about Saddam Sokoto, Sabaka Tafawa Balewa, Awolowo. These people died over 50 years ago, but their names are still written in gold. There are some governors here in Nigeria, believe me, you have forgotten about them because they did not do anything good. And we are watching. We shall leave documentation. Even behind us, the document will be unfolded.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Danladi Umar Abdulhamid, Tambarin Kagara, for your time. Listeners, this is all about the size of the package of the program for today. We sincerely like to thank you for taking your time to listen to the program as always. And of course, tomorrow we shall be here with yet another interesting package of the program from all of us here. I am Usman Apaya. Thank you for listening. God bless you and goodbye for now.